guys, welcome back to my channel. If any of you guys are new here, I'm Aoife, I'm from Ireland, and I have been teaching and living over in Dubai with the last 5.5 years. Crazy, because literally that time has just flown by. Anyway, in those 5.5 years, I have worked as a class teacher for the first 4, and with the last 1.5 years, I have been working as an inclusion teacher, which is somewhat similar to a resource teacher at home. So over the last couple of weeks, I've gotten so many questions from you guys about teaching and living in Dubai, and usually this time of the year, I do get quite a few questions, but this year, my inbox has just completely exploded. Yeah, I just know that there's a massive interest in teaching in Dubai, especially at the moment for September 2021, and you have a lot of questions that need to be answered. So basically, I decided that I would start up this brand new series on teaching and living in Dubai. This is just a part 1. There's going to be lots more videos to follow, and so I really just wanted to be as helpful and insightful to you guys as possible on teaching and living in Dubai. So be sure to subscribe if you want to be notified of the future uploads, and yeah, give it a thumbs up if you find it helpful. And no further ado, guys, let's get into these questions and answers. So guys, the very first question on my list is how to actually apply for jobs here in Dubai and the UAE in general. And this was like one of the most popular questions that I got. So I would say that there is 4 different ways in how you can actually apply for jobs. And I'm going to show you the very first way now. And it's through a website called Test. So I have my computer screen here in front of me. So I'm going to just pull it up for you. Test basically is a website that advertises all of vacancies, job vacancies in schools all over the world. So I'm actually just going to type in Dubai, not Dubai, Dubai. And as you can see here, it is a website that is literally updated every single day. So here we have like head of math, September 2021, primary ICT teacher, head of humanities. And you can also see that it tells you when you actually have to apply by as well. So that is the very first way I would go about applying for jobs here in Dubai and also in the other Emirates. So the second way that I would actually go about applying for jobs is to look up the school websites. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking me like, what are the names of the different schools in Dubai? What schools should I apply for? And to be honest, there's like over I think 100 schools here in Dubai. So a great website to actually look up the different names of the schools is called Schools Compared. I'm just going to scroll down here. So it actually shows you all the names of the schools in Dubai. It shows you what curriculum that they teach. So like it could be the British curriculum, the IB curriculum, the International Baccalaureate curriculum, the Indian curriculum. There's also like the French curriculum, Iranian curriculum, Japanese curriculum, and it also shows you the most up-to-date rating that the school has gotten from the KHDA, which is like the education authority over here in Dubai. I definitely say this is a really good website just to get familiar with all of the different names of the schools here in Dubai, and to just give yourself the opportunity to look up these schools and to see do they have any vacancies going for the upcoming academic year. So the third way of actually applying for jobs would be to sign up to teacher recruitment agencies, and I have 3 of them listed here for you guys. So Seek Teachers, Direct Teaching Specialists, and Teach and Explore. And there's definitely something nice about actually signing up to teacher recruitment agencies, because you know that there is somebody else that is like actively helping you to find a job other than yourself. So that kind of gives you peace of mind. So when I first came out here, I actually signed up to all of the teacher recruitment agencies, and it was actually Seek Teachers that placed me in my very first job. And what was nice when I was working with them was that they were able to answer all my questions that I had about teaching and living over in Dubai, because I didn't know too many people who were over here at the time. So the guy that I was working with was able to answer the majority of questions that I had. So that was really, really helpful. So I would definitely say look up these teacher recruitment agencies and have a chat with them, discuss what you're looking for, and see can they place you in a school that is most suitable for you. So guys, the fourth and final way would be to actually send on your CV to a friend or somebody that you know really, really well who is already teaching in a school in Dubai, and asking them very, very kindly to pass pass it on to their principal, because that is just a sure way of your CV getting recognized. Because as you can imagine right now, it's super competitive to get a teaching job in Dubai, and there is hundreds of applications and CVs coming in for each and every job position. So if you have the opportunity to do that, I would definitely do so. So guys, the next question is, what subjects do you teach? And as a primary school class teacher, you would teach kind of like the regular subjects that you would teach at home, like maths and English, history, geography, science, and phonics. But two subjects that you wouldn't have taught at home that are two core subjects over here in the UAE and that are just specific to the UAE are moral education and social studies. So moral education is somewhat similar to SPHE. It's kind of all about like character building, family and community. And then social studies is a subject that is all about the history, geography, economics of the UAE and the other GCC countries. So in a lot of the schools over here as well, there are specialist teachers, and there are specialist teachers in a whole variety of different subject areas. So there may be specialist teachers in your school for subjects like art, PE, music, ICT, Spanish, French, but again, it very much depends on the school and how many specialist teachers they have. But the majority of schools do have a PE and music teacher, and then you may have to teach the other subjects yourself then, like art and ICT. But all schools over here have specialist teachers in Arabic and Islamic, so you definitely will not be teaching those subjects unless you are an Arabic or Islamic teacher. So during that time when the specialist teachers take out your children, that is like your free period. But I'm saying it like that because, you know, guys, there is no such thing as a free period in school. So usually during that time, we are just planning for the upcoming week, prepping resources and getting back to lots of emails. So guys, the next question is, how do schools in Ireland compare to schools in Dubai? And I have a long list of comparisons here for you guys. So there are quite a few. The very first one is just the actual sheer size of the buildings. The schools over here are massive because the majority of the time, primary and secondary are together in these schools, which is obviously different to in Ireland, where you have, you know, the primary school children in one building and you have the secondary school children in another building. In a lot of the schools over here, not all of them, but the majority of them, primary school and secondary school children are together in one building. So the buildings are absolutely massive. So the second comparison that I would make are that the facilities over here are literally world class. They're unbelievable. Like some schools have swimming pools, they have AstroTurf pitches, they have basketball courts, they may have tennis courts, hydroponics farms where they can grow their own vegetables and own crops. There are massive auditoriums, gyms, incredible resources for PE, big massive PE halls, music rooms, dance studios. Literally the list just goes on and on and on. And I had never come across facilities like that at home. I think everybody would say that the facilities over here in the schools are absolutely incredible. So another comparison that I would make are that the classes are somewhat smaller than back at home. Again, of course, it totally depends whether it is a city or country school back at home. But I know in a lot of the city schools back at home that there would be up to 32 children in some of the classes. But in Dubai, most classes are actually capped at 24. So the class sizes are that bit smaller. So another big comparison is that there is a lot more paperwork and a lot more admin work over here in these schools. Yeah, just lesson plans are a lot more detailed. There is and then when it comes to reports are super long. They can be like up to 5-6 pages long, detailing everything about that child. That is just totally different to how I did it in Ireland. I don't know what it's like now in Ireland, but I've never had to write such lengthy reports as I do over here. So again, with all that additional paperwork, you do spend extra hours outside of school doing work in the evenings, and often I would spend 3 or 4 hours on a Saturday doing schoolwork as well. So again, that is definitely something to bear in mind. Another big comparison that I would make would be that the schools here are fee-paying schools, these private international schools. Of course, back at home, most of those schools are funded by the government. So with parents spending so much money on sending their children to school, because education is definitely not cheap in Dubai or the UAE in general. So parents have a lot of expectations on teachers and the children to progress as much as possible. So that is a lot of added pressure on teachers to really provide the best quality of education. So the very last comparison that I will make between schools here and schools in Ireland is that the school timings are very different. So school over here starts quite early. So they usually start at 7:30, like class starts at 7:30. So I'm usually up at like 5:30 every morning to get ready, drive to school, do some prep work before the lessons actually start. So yeah, that is definitely something that you need to adjust to when you get over here, is the early morning. And then all children are picked up by 2:30, and then usually teachers stay on till about 3:30, 4 o'clock in schools to do CPD work, to do planning work for the upcoming week, or to do extracurricular activities. So guys, question number 4 is, what is your apartment like? And if you haven't seen my apartment tour, definitely go and check that out now. Just click on that little button up here. Hey guys, welcome to my apartment tour. So guys, that was just a small little snippet of my apartment tour, but definitely go and check out that video if you want to get a better scope on my apartment. But what I actually haven't shown in that video is my apartment building and all the different amenities that we have in it. So that is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to bring you on a little tour with me. So guys, we're going to start off with the view from my bedroom. So I'm just surrounded by other apartments here. And in the middle there is a basketball court and a tennis court. So guys, this is just the hallway here. Those are some of the views from outside, which are really nice. Very desert-like, loads of sand. So guys, I'm just gonna bring you down to the lobby area now. Mask on. Break the chain, break the chain. So guys, I'm just going to walk into the lobby area here. There's 24-hour security, hello. And I'm going to also show you the gym that we have. So most apartment buildings here in Dubai have gyms. Pretty basic gyms, but I mean, they do the job. Loads of beautiful greenery outside here as well. Treadmill, some bikes. Can't remember the name of this machine, but anyway, they have those as well. Some machines for weights. You have your weight station over here. And yeah, you basically have everything you need to get super fit. So guys, I'm going to bring you to the rooftop next, which has the swimming pool. So guys, I'm just up at the rooftop now. I'm going to bring you to the pool area. It was super foggy this morning, but it is absolutely beautiful now. The sun is shining. Hello. So this is the swimming pool area. Your loungers there. Super quiet because it is a weekday and it's just the teachers who are off school at the moment, the teachers and the kids. And that over here is a barbecue area. It isn't used too often. I haven't seen too many people using it, but still a nice option to have. There's nice seating here. So yeah, it's a beautiful area to hang out. So guys, I'm actually just up on the rooftop now. We don't have access to the rooftop usually, but the management actually gave me the access card, so I could actually show you all of the views from the building. I'm going to bring you around the other side now. I just have to be super careful. So guys, I made it to the other side. I decided that I would take off my mask because there is nobody else around here. So you are looking at all of the views from my rooftop, which are pretty incredible, I think. So you're looking out here at like Motor City, and that's the place that I go to most to get like all the bits that I need. Literally has shops, beauticians, hairdressers, bookstores, loads and loads of restaurants there as well. And it also has like a big massive car racing track as well, hence the name, Motor City. And then over here we are looking at Sports City, and Sports City has loads of like big soccer pitches and loads of sports bars. And yeah, those are the views from my rooftop. So guys, that is the end of the video. My God, my hair is just crazy after being outside. This is what humidity does to your hair. That's it. Anyway, guys, I really hope you found this video insightful into what teaching and living in Dubai is like. This is just part 1. I will have part 2 coming up next week. So be sure to subscribe. Be sure to hit that bell button for the notification for that video, as well as all the other future uploads that will be coming up over the next couple of weeks and couple of months. And if you did find this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you have any more questions, leave them down below in the comment section and I'll try my best to answer all of them. And I will see you guys all next week.